Good morning, everyone. I hope you have a great day. I kind of want to talk about this perspective or this thought process. This is not an original thought from me. I saw that in the video. I need to start kind of writing down where I see that so I can credit those people. Yes, I watched this video. Maybe I should just look at my YouTube history. Maybe I can link it below, but I honestly don't know where I watched it. So this person kind of said that video games is kind of like reading a book. And I really like this kind of description of that. If you watched yesterday's video, I kind of went on this idea or this thought process or this analysis that people kind of have this really twisted perspective on gaming or on specific hobbies in general, being very judgmental and saying, oh, gaming is a waste of time, whilst they are kind of wasting away their time doom scrolling on TikTok, for example. And my perspective on that is, as I just said, really backwards. Wasting time on TikTok, Instagram, it is, as this new word kind of implies, doom scrolling, it is wasting away time by mindlessly most of the time, not always. Sometimes, obviously, you see something that's interesting, but let's be real, most of the time you just scroll until you find something interesting, and sometimes that can take like minutes or even hours before you find something. So that is, in my humble opinion, the definition of wasting time. And those people being very judgmental and saying that gaming is a waste of time while you are kind of trying to solve puzzles or you're doing something reactive like fighting games, for example. Or, and this is what I really like, you could consider it like reading an interactive book. I'm playing Final Fantasy VI, or I played Chrono Trigger, and the stories are so interesting and entertaining that I totally can see this being regarded as reading a book. Yes, you play a game, but there is a storyline. It is interactive, and you read through everything that is going on, or watch through everything that is going on. Or I really enjoyed playing Hogwarts Legacy, and I didn't consider it that way. Oh, hold on, there's a call. All right, sorry for that quick interruption. Anyways, I was playing Chrono Trigger. I think I was there, right? I was playing Chrono Trigger and yeah, reading. No, I was at Hogwarts Legacy. That was where I left off. So I played Hogwarts Legacy and I didn't have that perspective yet. I really, really enjoyed that game. But I probably would have taken a little bit more time kind of looking at the story or kind of diving into the story a little bit deeper. I did dive into the story, but I did not consider what I was doing really like reading a book. Meaning, or kind of explaining it differently, I was more looking for the fights and I was really going into the fights and stuff like that. And I noticed when playing these retro games like Chrono Trigger, I was more inclined to kind of dive a little bit deeper into kind of eating up that storyline, you know? And now with this new kind of perspective that I really liked, and I am so sorry that I cannot quote the creator of that video. He said that, yeah, playing a game is like reading a book. And this really gives me a little bit of a different perspective when I play games like Final Fantasy VI right now, or more importantly, when I try to explain why I play video games to other people. Again, there is this really weird perception. I also had a comment many videos ago. It's not, I mean, I do videos daily, so it is many videos ago, but essentially it's just a month ago, where someone said something along the lines, why is a grown man carrying around a little Game Boy and gaming device? And I'm like that, why does that matter? Why do you care what I do? And it's fun. It's fun. And now with this new perspective, I feel like those, and this is just, I'm not kind of criticizing that person. He has his opinion, and that's totally fine. But I feel like in the future, when other people kind of comment on gaming and don't understand why I utilize this. I mean, those of you who watch these videos on my second channel here know that it is for me a really good mental health tool, but also obviously entertainment. And now I can also kind of argue or put in another argument in there. Hey, it's interactive reading, and it's you read a storyline, because there's people just, or some people, not everyone, but some people just don't understand that there can be a really good story in place. Obviously, I think in the mainstream, people kind of associate gaming either with this, oh, it's just a shooter, oh, you're just playing Fortnite with these weird dances and there is nothing to it, or oh, you're playing Minecraft. And that is what's in some minds of some people, especially with Minecraft. I feel like there's also the argument, hey, it's just Lego for this generation. And no one was arguing you're as a kid, oh, why are you playing Lego? That's so stupid. And I feel like with Minecraft, it's basically the same thing. I would never, if I had a kid, I would never kind of be like, oh, why are you on your computer playing Minecraft? And because no one told me, oh, why you're in your room playing Legos and why don't you go outside? I feel like that's the same thing. And now seeing, okay, that is a good analogy, saying gaming is like reading a book, because again, people just, or some people just don't understand that there are storylines involved that are so interesting. And obviously, if you're just playing Super Mario Kart or Tetris, they wouldn't understand that's not reading. But then the argument is, oh, but I'm solving puzzles, or I'm kind of training my reaction skills in Super Mario Kart or whatever it might be. Or it's pure entertainment. Why is that such a bad thing to play Super Mario Kart whilst you doom scroll on TikTok? Why is there such a different perspective on these two things? Yeah, but again, I feel like considering or looking at gaming as interactive reading or being a digital book, I think that is a really good thing to kind of remember when people ask you why you do this. Yeah, I thought this was really interesting and gave me a little bit more of perspective on how to deal with people kind of not understanding why we're gaming. Anyways, maybe check out the video from yesterday where I also talked about this up here. YouTube thinks that you liked the video down here. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking the button up here. It would help immensely. I really want to hit 2,000 subscribers, I don't know, sometime in the future. All right, then we see each other tomorrow. If you have subscribed, have a good day.